almost feel like you're paralyzed, you know? And can you explain to me why you think you're paralyzed?
Because I guess combination of fear, but also like that she doesn't want to leave.
Why wouldn't she want to leave?
She's like kind of like attracted to like the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, so you're kind of in this weird conflict, right? Like, it's scary, but you're attracted to him. And so you're kind of stuck. Like, you have this urge to leave, but then you don't leave. And then just that conflict in and of itself is probably causing you even more stress. So you're just kind of just stuck, right? And so I'm enjoying watching that. I think that because that you're primarily not going to be moving a lot in this scene, it really comes down to you. Because if you do what you're doing, basically what we have is just two talking heads for most of the scene. Now, I don't know if Carrie changed the blocking. Did he?
Well, yeah, because we started off with what you suggested, with me
Correct.
sitting in the corner and
Yes.
coming in, and then basically,
Can you explain to me what his reason was for doing that? You know, and the problem is, if we stick with this, it gets old. And again, I understand where he's coming from. It makes sense, but at the same token, this note, we have to change, because the audience, it's like you're hitting the same note over and over and over and over again. And Carrie gives great notes, and that's why I let him, you know, and I encourage him to teach, and he always gets rave reviews, and I get where he's coming from. On this particular note, I'm gonna suggest that we change it back to the way it was, because I think that we had very specific blocking, and it had movement, and the audience didn't get tired of seeing the same thing. The other issue is that what's very important about this scene is it has to have this quality of you circling the thing you're gonna eat. Okay, and it didn't have that anymore. It just had her sitting there, basically standing there, and you taking a couple of steps. What we needed was you starting here, sitting, and she's standing there, and you just kind of walking around, and she's standing there doing nothing, and you can just kind of look at her, you know, and do nothing, and just kind of end up here, you know, and just kind of talk to her, and then eventually end up here, and just be kind of sweet. But this whole thing, it's symbolic to me of coyotes circling the thing they're gonna eat.
sharks.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
Sharks.
Sharks.
Sharks circling the prey.
And to me, you know, I think where he was going was, there's this principle called the horror is that there is no horror. In other words, what's so scary is how nice you appear, yeah? So I think you can combine his note of not giving away that you're the creepy, weird guy, and at the same time, you can still do the stuff we talked about. Because there is a way for you to be able to walk around and do all the stuff we were talking about and not give it away that you're a psychopath. You follow me?
Yeah.
I mean, again, it would be like me. Like if you walked in here and I was sitting on the floor just like chilling out reading a book.
Yeah.
And, you know, I could do it in a way that you would still trust me.
I'll probably be like
Oh, maybe he's sitting down.
sitting down there on the floor, and then he gets up here, sees her, kind of walks around, circles her, comes
see where it
back,
goes.
sits down.
Yeah, I mean, there's many reasons people sit on the floor. It could be because it's my back. I want to sit against a wall. Who knows? But it doesn't necessarily mean you sitting on a floor establishes you being some monster. Does that make sense? So, but the overall goal of it was to give the scene some movement. Okay? And also, it's important that we have some distance between the two of you so that you have somewhere to go. That's why it was so important that you were there and that you were there. So we had a way to sort of get you guys to, it's a long scene. I mean, where are you gonna go from here? You're already sitting a foot from each other. So, again, I'm not coming down on his note because I agree with the concept of trying to keep the innocent and not giving it away. But I think there's a way to combine the two.